Good morning. Welcome to the Vale of Pewsey in Wiltshire on this Tuesday of Holy Week, and a crossing on the path between the two churches of Alton Barnes, St Mary Alton Barnes there behind me, where we filmed before. A lovely little church with Saxon origins, and Alton Priors, which is behind the trees over here, which we've also visited before. And along the route, a surprisingly well-made path between the two churches, reputedly provided for one of the former incumbents, vicars, who said that he'd take on Alton Priors if they provided a decent stone path to stop his cassock getting muddy. Those are the days when clergy could really demand what they needed. And a fine stone path it is indeed, and made of sarcens, I understand, and is the kind of the joining section between these two ancient churches. And I've just met a fellow up on Adam's Grave Hill, which is behind me here, Bruce Carter, who's on a pilgrimage from John O'Groats to Salisbury. He's encountered all kinds of crossings in his path and some amazing encounters, providential and testing times as well. And he's on the home stretch as he heads now across the plain to Salisbury, where he'll arrive in a couple of days' time. What a Lenten journey he's had, and I was delighted and privileged to bump into him en route and hear about some of his exploits and look out from Adam's Grave across the Vale towards Salisbury Plain. So the Lenten journey is nearing its end, and for Christians it intensifies, the story intensifies along the way of the cross as the crowds of Palm Sunday fall away and fewer are left on that route, because only in the end Jesus can walk it. And it kind of gets serious from now on in Lent, and it's always been a serious business, of course, but there's a particular solemnity to the last few days, and I'm hoping that as we arrive here that the church is open. I believe it's open 24 hours, so you never know. Yes, it is. It is. Let's see if we can just allow you in first, so to speak. All Saints, Alton Priors. Simple, airy, light, beautiful quality of sound that you can notice as soon as we step inside. The windows, of course, are something that arrests my attention, given our last conversation a couple of days ago in Tidcombe, if you saw the previous episode. And you will now know, friends, if you've seen that, the familiar fountain pen nib of the ogee pointed arch, identifying decorated Gothic period, probably of the late 13th century, and amazing pews. Look at these. Now, I am not much good at identifying the age of wood carvings yet in church. It's an area of church architecture I need to improve upon. So if you do know, then do say. I mean, they feel and look particularly old. Those are Norman arches, of course, semicircular that they indicate, but I've no idea how old those carvings are. And there's a simple altar, wooden altar, in the sanctuary with a kind of very elderly bishop's chair there. And in the window, engraved glass with the white horse of Alton Barnes, if you can see it, possibly. The Alton Barnes white horse is etched in there. And the phrase, music for a while. Honey Street's the little hamlet, little community along the canal, just here. Music for a while. I've often thought it would be lovely to perform in this church, and I think they do have concerts from time to time. Norman arch above me here. So again, that takes us back into the earlier, well, probably 12th century, earlier 13th certainly, and possibly back into the 12th century. Intriguing little remnant of wall painting there. Anyway, a very short pilgrimage for me today, but I was inspired and encouraged by my encounter on Adam's Grave Hill a few minutes ago to treat whatever journeys I take, whether they're planned or unplanned, as in some sense a pilgrimage, a journey with meaning, and to look upon the encounters that I have as opportunities to meet with God and with my neighbour at a deeper level than I usually allow and don't have the presence of mind to be ready for. And identifying our route, our way of life as a pilgrimage, committing our day to God, and asking that the hours ahead might be ones of deeper journey and encounter, allows us, opens us really to new possibility. We set out in the day searching, and sometimes meaning comes to meet us. So from All Saints Alton Priors out towards Adam's Grave Hill, the crest of which you can actually see through the window there. God bless you as you go to ground.